Hello all, welcome back. And if you're watching live, happy Christmas. If you're not, happy Christmas anyway. Hope you had a good one. Goblin here to entertain the masses. Fueled with a little bit of cider. I've eaten. Goblin Santa mysteriously didn't find my house this year. Haven't for quite a few years found my house. That sound is me pouring a cider. Day drinking is fully allowed on Christmas Day. Actively encouraged, we'd go as far as to say. Actively encouraged. Hard cider to any of my US friends. Normal cider to UK ones. Right then. Let's continue. Well, what we need next? Probably food. We always need food. We need a fire. That's the next thing we're going to need, is a fire before we go and look for a better kit. Floor. Just get buff, basically. Once we've had the buff, then we can move on. We need a better rucksack. That's what we really need. Good. So streaming out to YouTube, also recording the episode so we can upload it. So this will run as part of my season series. Doing both at the same time. I think it makes a lot of sense. It took me a while to get my head around doing that, but now it makes some sense. Good. Put that down. One of those in there. They're my firelighting kit, basically. Let's get the bit of security in. What's mine? Didn't save mine. Okay, that works for me. Rip that up. Okay. Let's get the plus symbol. Actually, we could probably run down and do some fishing while it's happening. Yeah, it would make sense. Some fishing done. Then we'll come back and eat fish. And probably hit that place looking for a better rucksack. Don't hold much hope. Realise we're going to probably have to push down south. Gear up. So our aim today is to get a flag up. And start building up resources. Certainly, and if we get an airdrop, we won't get a code lock, but we might be able to get some basic resources in somewhere. That's the aim anyway. Let's see how we get on. Come on, I need some fish. Give me fish on this one, not an old boot. That'll do. So as I said earlier, if you're watching this back on the recording back, it is my Christmas stream, 25th of December. Anybody else? And the live today, we'll see that. Anybody watching the recorded will be like, why is he saying Christmas things? For this game, you very quickly get lost. If you don't know the map, and I don't play Namalsk very often, and I've certainly never really played it till now with the snow turned off. Love it, it's different. So. Fish cooked. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a good day. And thank you for popping in. It's always, always appreciated. Emergency stone goes there. 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 I bring that down, that across. We can get two there. It's a little bit of space saved. And for the moment. Yeah. Buckshot, keeping that. Need to get another slot in somewhere, so we can get rid of that rounds there. We can get rid of the armor piercing, move that up to there, bring the shotgun back, and then we can put that in there. There we go, job done. That took some doing. Plus symbol. Wait for this to cool down. And round. We'll move out. Looking for a better rucksack. We might just push in and start to build the house. We don't have a door yet. We don't have a code lock. But if we claim our territory and get the flag up, no one else can take that territory. So that might be worth doing. we push into the town, we might find a radio, which then gives us the ability of doing survivor missions, which ups our game no end. A sewing kit. We do have a sewing kit. So, alright, let's get some repairs done now while we can. Going to eat this one and then we'll move out, but this corner we badly need. You could door that off, wall that off. Can't get through there though. Door that off. Put a wall down there and a door there. I'll put my third door in there. This could turn into an emergency little house. But it's not going to be big enough for what we need. 10 degrees more down, we can eat. Hi there, welcome to the stream. Happy Christmas, if you support all that sort of thing. And if you're not, happy Monday. 60 degrees, let's do some eating. So get out of here. Don't want that, but we want the mag out of it, or the ammo at least. At the moment, we're surviving on 2-2. Okay. There. We not need to come back and get that one. Shotgun would be useful, but need my fishing rod. So the server I'm playing, it's my own server, but it's been set up as a hardcore survival server. So there's no food in the game apart from what you hunt and fish and grow yourself. And as much as it's spring Namalsk, we're playing it with December settings. And it's a PvP server. So it's Christmas Day, so things are a little bit safer today than normal. Which is nice. We only went live yesterday, so it's not too much of a problem. Got a scope on mine, it's a reasonable quality. And we've got a nerf on how much you can carry. Just to cause problems for everybody. Airdrops and survivor missions are active. I think we need to push into the Kuta and get a flag up. Then come back. Grab that sea chest and walk it in there. You'll need a piece of rope. But we can actually make that now. Cut some clothing up and make a piece of rope. Up. That up. Come on, game. Give me something I can rip up. Slot storage is massive early game. In here, there, that's a peacoat. No good. Need that one. Come on, you bugger. Okay. Because if we get the flag up and get that sea chest in there and start building up some storage, we can start to save some stuff until we can get the door in and the code lock. We can at least put ourselves into a safer place. That solves that problem straight away. Right then. Push for Kuta it is then. Bypass this place. We don't have a map at the moment, so we're not getting map markers, but that's fine. I fully intend to build my house in Vakuta. It's called Vakuta, isn't it? Main city. So tempting, but it's only 2-2. So on the server rules, we only allow people a maximum of 3 code locks. It's a survival server, not a... And base building, obviously. There is raiding. Raiding is via a hacking tablet that's in endgame. So you need to go to the alien planet to get it. You're only allowed 1 base each. You can't take over anyone's base, but obviously if you raid them, you can steal as much as you can carry out. But it's a solo server. If you're going to team up with people, you won't get any of the magical names above their heads. Vanilla team-ups. I put extra bears and polar bears onto the map to make things a little bit more punchy. Also, we've given the bears an upgrade. They see further and they're more aggressive. Slightly up the animals. Kept Zeds the same. We're running December conditions. No extra weapons, no trader, no ATM. Worth checking these for a map. So if I find a map now, what am I throwing away? Range finder, not interested. We have some base building stuff. That's the stuff is made out of what looks like pallets, so it fits in quite well with having a base. Got a lighter. Can you fill lighters with lighters? No. That lighter's got more fuel than that one. Take that lighter. And we have survivor missions on there as well. So once I find a radio, get it into 99.7, and that'll get you geared. And airdrops as well will get you base building geared. But all the rucksacks and clothing are nerfed for the amount of slots that you've got. Apart from one rucksack that is in the game in one location. I mean, it's not aim game, but it's harder to get there because of the amount of bears that have been put around. And that'll give you a good rucksack. But player stand a chance, basically. We're not completely horrible players. No auto run, as you've worked out. You need to, because there's no food, there's no tinned food on the server at all, or packeted food, or cans of drink. So hunting, fishing and vegetable growing is your only source of food. Or if you want to be a cannibal, killing humans. We do have the Gauss rifle on here in endgame. I think that's where Mart is living. Let's go and have a look. He said he's got a flag up. One of the other members of that's playing on here said that he had a flag up. Let's go and have a look. It's actually not a bad place to build a base. All off an awful lot of this. Maybe not. That's his flag pole. This also works well as a base. He's not living up there, is he? No, he's not. Where we're going, and pass there and in. Would make a good base, though, wouldn't it? Put a door up there. There's a barrel in here that we might need to extract as well then. Joy. Flyers. God, I need them. That's really needed. Okay. We've got a barrel in here. Get out of there. Okay, move on. We are getting cold. We're going to need the fire soon. We can go a little bit longer before we need to worry. If we can get the flag up, I'd be really, really happy with that. I see for a do we stay with the 2-2 or do we go to the crossbow? We stay with the 2-2. Crossbow, you've got infinite ammo because you can make your own, but we'd have to sacrifice the fishing rod and our lack of food on this server. Means that our fishing rod is important. I reckon if we go this way, we should cut into the cooter. How's our footwear? Okay. So flag up, and then we need to find a map and get to... Well, we need to get some storage in there. Start to build up supplies and stuff. Then we need to look at the better rucksack. There are a lot to be done. Yeah, outer edges of the cooler. Again, we're after a map, so we're going to try again. Maps are in hunting areas. No. Certainly want to live in one of the apartment blocks. That's the aim. Because it's easy to block off door access, and there's no helicopters on here. Got to find the right apartment. Ooh. That's will take. That in itself is a little bit of extra storage. That way? Okay. A little bit of extra storage. Not a lot. Those 3 little slots are making all the difference. Weapon cleaning kit. Do we need it? No, but our mag does, doesn't it? Yeah. Got that feed being a problem. Proper apartment blocks like down there is what I'm aiming for, but I need one where they can't get over the roof from the other side of the building. There's only one way to block off to worry about. Make my life easier. That's the... is that ruined apartments? That's the ruined ones. Don't want that. So it's this one here. Probably this one. Around the other side. There's the supermarket. Maybe not this one. I want the one with the ruined stairs at the bottom. Okay, so we've got a map now, so we can press M. And we can mark things on the map. So I actually wanted to be over that side, I think. These rooms are bigger, but they're easier to raid. But actually, something like this, you could have a door on there, one door. You could have a second door. A lot of apartments, wouldn't you? So if you put one door there, one door there, it'd be door 2. Door there. Block off that one. All off that. And put door 3 there. Or door 1 there. Door 2 there. Door 3 there. Works so well. How much height have we got between this and the top of the building? Think about the flag peering out. Probably turn something like bathroom into a flag room. Now you can come in from the roof. Not the building I want. Other building. Need. Nice idea though. Nope. Nope. Around that one. One with the ruined stairs is what we're looking for. Now that gets us onto the roof and the back door. Only one way up, that would work. Didn't think that was a blocked off. Didn't know there was a spring Namalsk. Yeah. Something different, isn't it? I'm still running it. We're still running the server with December conditions, but certainly running it without snow. I don't know the map very well. I'm not a... I hated the map. So the fact that I'm running a server on it, just to be able to film on, is amazing. But everything's... We're running it as a survival server, so everything's nerfed for clothing and storage-wise. It is... We do allow PvP. We do allow base building. Which is what I'm sort of doing now, is looking for somewhere to put my flag up. But yeah, certainly a spring Namalsk. I love it. Just feels different. I know the sort of building I'm looking for. That would work. There's only one way up on the inside, because we could airlock this off easily. An airlock in there. With the way up, isn't it, on this? If we then built up at the top here, I'll give you the server as soon as I get to the top of here. I'll give you the name. Right, give me a second. I'll get the name for you. There you go. Any other way onto this building? Yes, that won't work then. Thank you. And not a problem. I don't have a problem with, you know, at the end of the day, as long as I think as a whole, on this type of server, people don't stream snipe. It's not that sort of world. It's not a 90 slaughter, base building, flying helicopters, one tapper type drug growing traders type server. I think the single tall one is the one you're looking for. The one I'm looking for is the one with the broken stairs near the bottom. That's what. So is it the single one? Is it? Okay. If you do come onto the server, just to pre-warn you, we've taken all the food out, so the only way to live is hunting, fishing, and growing vegetables, or humans. But if you're used to Namalsk, I'm certainly not. Most of the people that play on here, I think probably 50-50 split. We only went live yesterday morning. But my two people that help me do the development, they're the people that play it all the time and know Namalsk, but they don't know Namalsk without snow. So that's a new world for them. That single tall one there, you're thinking. That sort of makes sense. Because then if I build in the top, people can't. If I get some gates in. I mean, okay, this isn't vanilla, but the mods that are on here aren't groundbreaking, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. Go upstairs. That's perfect. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Excellent. So that's that problem dealt with. Right then, now I need 2 sticks. Because the only thing I've got on here that makes life easier, really, is easy flag. Everything else is bloody difficult. But Spring Namalsk is lovely. Just different. Still the same stuff, we just got rid of the paint job, basically. And I've got a map on here, but you need to find the map to be able to use the map marker. And if you know the map anyway, that's never an issue. Oh, here we go. Storm time. Now I'm hoping no one else has put a flag up in here. We're about to find out. Going to put a flag inside there. It'll allow us to get up to here, which is the floor we'll live on. That gives us a little window to shoot people through if we're defending. And we can block off there with a door. Then we've got plenty of potential storage. Living accommodation over this rooms and higher up if we need to. So let's get the flag up and mark our location. I know the map okay-ish. Yeah, I was never a fan of Namalsk, but because I wanted to run a server that I could stream on and produce content on, I didn't want a fence kit, did I? Here we are. I wanted a flagpole kit. I wanted something that, because I could only really afford a 20 pop server for a year, I wanted something that would work for that. And Namalsk is a small enough map that it will do that. Need that. Need to still be able to get by. And instant flag. There we go. Hopefully I can still get by there. So that's that problem solved. Still get by there. And we can still go up onto the roof if we need to. Right, raise the flag. Claim the territory. Right, I need to mark the location. Thank you for letting me know the location, the building. I'd never have found it otherwise. I've been running around for hours. Let me edit it. There we go. HQ. Yes, Namalsk missions are still here. We've also got survivor missions, and we've got an airdrop that comes in, but the airdrop is base building related. Survivor missions, find a radio, and there's 151 missions you can do. We've got the Gauss rifle as end game, and also a hacking tablet. So if you build a base and put a door in, the only way of hacking it is by following through and doing end game, just to make life a little bit difficult for people. That should now be on the map as a location. Oh, yes, good. That's that sorted. Right, we need storage. That shouldn't be seen from above, should it? Can't even see to get on there and check. That's all right. That's life. Should be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. But as long as we block off that one there, yeah, people can see that, but won't be able to lower the flag because it's not me. We'll be okay. Right then, onwards and upwards. Storage now. Then all of this we start to fill with bear traps, don't we, and mines. HQ symbols there, that's fine, I can live with that. Good enough for me. Right then, let's over there, industrial. There's a bit of delay on the type and answer, but I'm sure you will understand the answers and questions. Got you. That was a good add to hacking. Thank you. Sorry, no, the delay is me looking at a different screen. I do apologise. Yeah, so the hacking thing is just so we've got something, we've got some method of raiding, but also we're making things a little bit safer for people. And endgame's hard on here, but I want people to be able to build a base and play the game, play the server. A lot of people that will be on here are content creators, small content creators like myself, but we want to be able to build bases and survive and learn the map. I also like base raiding. I also have never completed Namalsk, and I've certainly never played Namalsk solo. So it's forcing me to learn the map. I mean, the mods you would have seen on the list if you've had a look. They aren't. It isn't anything groundbreaking. It's weapons are named correctly. It's easy flag. It's a map. It's territory. It's a hacking mod. It's a set of furniture. It's a Gauss rifle. It's an upgrade to the bears. It's stuff like that. We don't have weapon packs. We don't have a trader. We don't have ATM. We don't have vehicles, helicopters, explosives. You can make nails. Get a set of pliers and get some wire. You can make nails. Even more doors, so you can put a realistic door into a door frame. Stuff like that, basically. I like the idea of servers really feeling like it's the end of the world. Oh, you can rip up clothes with your hands, so you don't need a knife to get rags. Things that sort of make sense. All the tins of food and packets have long since been eaten, so we spawn you in with a hook so you can go fishing. Or you can grow vegetables if you get a greenhouse on the go. Or a plot built. We give you a hook and iodine as your starter stuff, so you can purify rags, and that's about it. I've got to keep the fishing rod. It's my only source of food. It's a nightmare. No, even things like that are nerfed, so it's only a small amount of slots. I like making things difficult. Make him come to the window. Come on. Come here. Maybe not. Yes, I've never finished Namalsk either, so we'll like to try it. And the rip-up clothes is something I always thought would do. Yeah. And the nails with wire is also good. Agreed. You should be able to rip up clothing. It's something that vanilla doesn't give us and should give us. And I suppose my way of thinking is the world ended 10 years ago when this all started. They are a bandage, which is major in here. But what are we going to... We get rid of that, and we move down, maybe get rid of that, move that across, carry the spare battery there, that one back. We'll take the bandage then. It's that sort of world now. Everything you pick up has a use. Now you see, what now? It's that world. Until we can get storage back to base. That lighter got more than my lighter. About the same. Right, we need to make our way back to where I know there's some storage. Drop the chem light. Actually, that makes sense. Thank you. Not where what I was doing now. There we are, battery. There we go. So when you see the nights on here, you understand why I've got chem light. Why I've got the chem light. Very dark nights. My gloves need replacing. Move that straight there. So that's easily dealt with. Right then. So I need to go back to... $107, wasn't it, for the airdrop? One of these two is having the airdrop, which is base building stuff. So I probably need to go here. And the airdrop isn't weapons. You've got a chance of... There's 50 items that the airdrop might spawn in. And it chooses randomly 25 of them. And then out of those random 25, it chooses between 1 and 3 of each item to put on the airdrop. Randomly again. So... And some items only 1. Some items 1 of 5. But... And there's... I think 14 airdrops I've put in all over the map. And we have the airdrop spawn. They give you a warning half an hour before they hit. They then land and they're in for a further like 45 minutes before they despawn. But we do have dark nights on here. But not very long. It's dark nights for about half an hour. But there are MVGs out there. It's a survival server, so people make choices. Some people run around with a head torch on, because you have no choice. Other people, like me, will take cover under a bush and hope I don't die. That's why I'm working on the idea of having a base. We don't give people the watch to spawn in with. That is good, as it makes the airdrop not predictable. Yep. And also it doesn't make people OP that get to the airdrop. You're not going to come away from the airdrop with a FAL or an M14. You're still going to have to push down to the harder areas to get stuff like that. The only thing that I've put on the server here that makes things easier for people is further down the map, I've put a chance of getting a 120 slot server, 120 slot rucksack, but made it bright pink. So if you get there and get one, you've got pink, yellow, or blue, I think, an ultra rare green. You've got a chance of having a better quality rucksack that will carry a lot more gear. One is enough. One is enough. Because it's not that sort of server. I've only seen a 20 slot server. So you've got a chance of getting a better rucksack if you're happy to not go tactical. Basically. In the rules we've set 3 code lock maximum for the bases. It's not about massive bases, it's about people being covert. I like to try and make servers feel closer to vanilla with quality of life twists and little changes. So everyone hates building that flag because it takes so long. So you are a spotted a far. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes. If you're making a choice. You're saying, I need this storage, and then you can be seen from a long distance away with somebody with a scope. That's the choice you make. Yeah, I like survival servers. I understand that nobody likes putting the flag up. You have to run around and get 32, is it, rocks? That takes forever. So let's make putting the flag up easy. Make everything else slightly harder. No. I don't think 10 years after the end of the world there'll be many nails left in the world. So give people the ability of making them. A pair of pliers, some wire or barbed wire. Or getting them off an airdrop. Force people to go in. But yeah, we trigger it with 1 because it's only a 20 slot server. I went live yesterday morning with it. I've had 6 people, including myself, play it so far. Most people playing it for a couple of hours at least. But it is Christmas Day today. So there's no guarantee that people will play. And I don't play this all the time. I also stream and play with my team a more PvP server. This is more my solo world. Oh, we're going to need a fire and some fish soon, aren't we? Do we have any fish on us? Yeah, we do. So we can eat the food, and then we can capture some more once we get the fire going. Game at the moment. It is... Where are we? We're at 15:10. Yeah, it'll be dark in 45 minutes in game. So we're not that far off. So let's push for the Janks. Get in there. Yeah, agreed. Code lock's the right thing to do, but big explosions going off. Nah, have it as the code lock jammer. What then that has... So, and I've made the code lock jammer so it will open 2 code locks before it fails. Maximum of 3 code locks for a base, so you'd need to go to end game twice for a full base. But arguably, you might need to go there 4 times, or 3 times, 4 times. Because if you close the door behind you after you've hacked the code lock, you'll need to use your jammer to get out again. So you have to think a little bit tactically. And as admin, if you raise a ticket because you've raided a base and you're stuck inside, your answer is going to be F11. Yeah, you know, we're not going to rescue people from bases. We've put in the rules and all the warnings we need to put in. We've got no tiered raiding, so so if you build a wooden gate, you can still vanilla build if you wish to, but if you build a wooden gate, then using even more doors, brilliant. If you upgrade it to metal, it just gives you the ability that people can't see through it so well if you're using even more doors. If you want to stay with vanilla building, then stay with wood. Get barbed wire on the roof. I'm allowing, obviously we have build anywhere, so people can place things in door frames, because in the real world you would barricade it off. So we're going to need a fire, but first of all we need to go fishing before it gets dark. Fire is the least of our worries. Food. And the flag is a massive pain, I agree with you. It's a horrible pain. I wanted to put underground bases on here, but they won't protect you from the EV storms. So I don't think it's fair to have people build a base that won't protect you from the storms. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you can still get a Alice Bergen, or Para Bergen as I would call it. So you can still get that. It's nerfed a little bit, so you can't get quite as much storage in it. All the base building stuff to put inside, like wardrobes and things, you can't fit code locks to them, and they're all made out of pallets and wood, so they're in fitting with what we're doing. There's a workbench you can put up in your base. There's a rain collector. Put it out on the balcony and collect rainwater to drink. The repair bench, you put items in, like your sewing kit and all that sort of stuff. So this is the first time in my life I have ever played solo. I've always played in a team till now. Really, I've done some runs on servers, but I've never played with the intention of building a base and trying to survive solo. Yeah, if someone can get in, the emergency supplies have been deployed. And when that first comes in, it tells you where it's going to go. And you get one, it's going to go here, and then it tells you when it's been deployed, and that's it. You don't know what's in the package. It's not like there's a medical one landing, so people can't choose. They just go for them. Some are out on the ice. And we got a fish that time, which is good. Obviously, if you're used to vanilla, the best protection you've got in here is plate. Is how it should be. And the best weapon is either the FAL or the M14. So if you're within a vanilla structure, the radstorm won't affect you because it's got a vanilla roof on it. If you're in any type of other structure, so this here, as you know, you're safe from radstorm. If you have a third-party mod in the game for base building, because the game doesn't see that as being a building, the roof is not known about by Namalsk, it won't protect you. And that's the problem if you're running Namalsk with building mods, which is why the only building mod we've put in here is for the I just know there's a local around. I don't need dark bark, but I do need a stick. Yeah, so it's even more doors, because that then allows you to put a door in there and put a code lock on it. If you wish to. And we have some no build zones, but they're only on lore areas. What I won't do is put them into other areas. Again, I don't think it's fair. If people want to build in a military camp, let them build in a military camp. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's get this. I wish I bought the chem light now. Let's... Okay, not a problem. That's fine. I don't think today we're going to find other people on here anyway. But thank you for coming on. It's massively appreciated. Purify that while I think about it. Yeah. I like Dark Nights. I like forcing people to make choices. Yeah, Dark Nights and not a lot in the way of storage. Oh, box of 2-2. See? That's needed. Yeah. I like making hard servers. No, it's not hard. It's DAYZ. Once you've got past that first half an hour, it's fine. But spawning in at night or spawning in a storm, it's a nightmare. And so it should be. It's the same every time. So we give you the same. On our Discord, I've written a little story about you coming here to help people out, and that's what you set off with. So you know what you're getting. Because we don't give you a bandage, we give you the ability of making bandages. Because we have a lot less food on, there's no tinned food on here or packets food. So by giving people a hook, we know that they can rip up clothes, they can make a rope, they can make a fishing rod. It's quite easy to make or find a knife. And that way people can survive. They just have to do it themselves rather than expect it handed to them. Yes, nighttime fresh and the blizzard gets you thinking. And we have it set so there can be 2 events at the same time on here. Just because, hey, one event's boring. Obviously, with pause break, it will give you some very basic rules, FAQs in your player tab. Yeah, and you can also, there's plenty of seeds around. The airdrops spawn in a chance of a greenhouse, and the little greenhouse plots if you want to put one into a base, or you can dig a conventional plot and grow vegetables. But hunting and fishing makes the most sense. We have put some extra bears in and some extra polar bears in. We have, the bears do see further. They have twice the distance, and they have 25% more HP, just as a pre-warning. Because they're bears and they should be a bit more dangerous. What I haven't done is put in any other type of zombies. I prefer to use wildlife to make the map harder. And I haven't stuck them everywhere. They've been stuck thinking about choke points, places where people have to go, covering areas. Putting a chance of getting a bear there made sense. But I've added one extra polar bear and 4 extra brown bears to the map. So not a massive amount of extra. We've still got airdrops. You've still got train crashes. You've still got the normal events that come in. There isn't any Santa events. I don't have the train on here. It's a survival server, not a train simulator. Though I think it's amazing what they've done. It's just not me. I'll never have a trade on any server I ever run. And I don't believe in wiping every 8 weeks. I think people should be given a chance to get on and play. And build a base and enjoy the game. So it should now be, I didn't want to take a photo. It should now be, what we're looking at. Yeah, it's 1:28 in the morning, 1:30. We've got a quicker night than day. Temperature is at 60. It's fine. But just Namalsk with different weather conditions is amazing. Box for the moment. Take that marker off. If I do die, I'm not stuck with markers all over the map. The only thing I don't like about this map is when you die, any markers you've got stay on the map. They should, in my head, as you die, they die. But that's one thing I don't like about it. I like the fact that it's really basic. Yes, very much so. And that's a lot of what it's about. And I play those type of servers and I love them. Every 8 weeks having a wipe and everyone starts again, and it's really good fun. But running something like this where it's a smaller population, it's a harder map, so the players as a whole play the full-on massive bases, helicopters and boats and racing cars and every weapon in the world available, are less likely to come on here. I get that. They come on here, find out there's no food, find there's no explosives, find that they have to do end game to get the one tapper, and they leave. This is more for your survivalist vanilla player that wants something a little different. I bumped into somebody yesterday morning. We didn't kill each other. We shared some resources, we shared some food, and we went our separate ways. Then somebody else that was playing it and reported into me last night that they bumped into someone else yesterday, and there was a firefight, and one of them died. So it feels more DAYZ. Feels maybe how it should end of the world. I'm not a good PvPer. I think the markers saves in a file. That is why they say on. It is. Yeah, it's saved. The markers are saved client side, isn't it, in a file? So you have them on your PC rather than on the. I think. And if they don't, I'm not a coder, so trying to get that sorted is never going to happen. We need morning. That's what we need. Yeah, 5:20. Sun will soon be up. I mean, if I start, I've got the funding in place to keep the server up for at least a year. I've got the funding in place to increase it to a 30-slot server if we ever get busy. But if we don't, it still stays up because it's somewhere that I can record content, and so can people I know and anyone else that wants to make content, and people that want to play a more survivally way of thinking. That's my issue always, so I play with a 3-person team on our PvP server, and we play on a 3-slot on a server that only allows 3-person teams, because otherwise you bump into a team of 8 people, 9 people, 10 people, 20 people, and you don't stand a chance. And because I'm not, I'm 51 years old, 52 this year, my reaction time is nowhere near where it used to be. So I need. Well, I want to go this way. I don't want to walk that way into one of them. Let's go to the beach and see if we can get some normal storage. So I want to play something where I stand a chance. I don't mind PvP. I don't mind. I understand that it's DAYZ. I'm going to get shot. I refuse to play PvE servers. They're not me at all. I like the risk. But I like it to be fair. To be balanced, I suppose, is the way of putting it. Yeah. I used to play Northlands a lot. We're currently, as a team, playing Frankie's. Because it's a 3-pop server, 3-pop teams. And we stand a chance. And actually, the whole team that I play with are also playing on here as solos. I'm learning that now. I'm learning the solo pain. I'm 43, and yet Geared will always win over vanilla. I tried a PvE server with AI and it was hard as they just chase you down. Yeah, agreed. 2 years ago I ran when the AI first hit, when it was Infusion AI before expansion took it. I used to back then run a little server running it. AI is all right once you get used to how they work, but I prefer a player. Prefer to be the unpredictability of a player, and players don't always hit you. Players don't always chase you down. Players will think about what they're carrying and what gear they've got and make choices. AI will always try and kill you, depending on how they've been programmed. Yeah, night is over, and now the snow is coming in, and it's dark, and that's a 3 slotter still. 3 slotter. Don't need that. 380. Box of that. Flashlight, no battery in it. No. You can also vanilla base build on here if you wish to. Apart from obviously the flag, the easy flag, but you can build conventional watchtowers, and because we've got build everywhere, you can put the first base of a watchtower on top of each other, so you can block the gap and make a roof. Or you can use conventional tent if you want to live with that out of that, or build a survival shelter, bury a stash, all that sort of stuff. And that's all the same as vanilla settings. Nothing's been altered, so I've not made things last less time, but I've not made them last longer either. Because we're running a hardcore build, there are less weapons around. You know, you're not going to find high-tier military weapons in low-tier areas. But it's how it should be. That's pristine. Mine is worn. We'll do a swap. You know, I would never normally run with this bloody Ruger or Sporter 22 to give it its normal name. But on here, it works. Don't worry about the carpets and things. That's just so when you build your base and paintings. So when some of the people that play want, when they build a base, to make it look nice. And I don't have a problem with that. They can put carpets down and they can put paintings on the wall if they wish to. A couple of the people, friends of mine that are playing on the server, want the ability of making a nice base. And they're new to DAYZ. Well, they're not new. They're new to trying to play on a server and build a base and survive. Again, I put it in that place in my brain that if this was real and you built yourself somewhere secure, you'd be stuck in there. You'd want maybe a carpet down on the floor. Maybe you'd stick a painting up. You know, maybe you'd have a book to read. What we got? A repair bench. That'll do. And now a long walk and hope we don't get killed. Yeah, make it cozy. Make it feel like home. You'll find pot plants around the place. You know, put a plant down in your base. Put a solar panel on the roof. Stick a fridge in there. Wire it up. put some lights in there. Wire them up. We've got all that stuff on here. But again, why would you not? Now I realise this is a nightmare to carry home. Because we've got no storage space to carry it. And as you would have noticed, no auto run, no unlimited stamina. We have no build areas, but they are pure and simply... Well, someone's been down here. The no build areas are law areas. So I've stopped people building in things needed to do endgame, basically. Haha, I just realised that the storage is not there. Oh, I think clothing storage, yeah. It's a an experience. You'll get used to it. It makes you value normal server storage so much better. Oh, there's a storm coming in. Yeah, inventory. Yeah, I get what you meant. Yeah, the inventory space is a nightmare. Done it on purpose. Make the game harder. Make people make choices. By doing this, if you're carrying a fishing rod on your back, arguably you can only probably take one rifle. You have to think really hard about, do I want to carry a pistol? Or do you go for a sawn off, because you can fit it inside and keep both your shoulders clear? You're making different choices. When playing solo on no base building, you really hoard a lot. Yeah. And I want a similar way of thinking on here. I want people, even though there is base building on here, not everyone will base build, but when you do or don't, being able to have to think tactically about what you're carrying. Do I really need this item? You know, I know that I'm carrying ammo at the moment I don't need, but I will keep the 7.62 because if I find something that takes it, I'll throw away probably the Ruger. Because then I've got a chance of bringing down a deer or a bear, giving me better meat. The fridge that I've got in the game, if you need to power it off either a solar panel or a car battery or truck battery, once you've got it powered, your food inside will last 3 times longer. So if you've got a base and you put a fridge in there and you cook your food up, we've got a cooker that you build, like a metal one that you load with wood. But rather than use a barrel, it's a proper like stove. As I said earlier, we've got a rain collector. You build that in your base out if you've got access to the sky, and when it's snowing on here or raining in inverted commas, it'll fill with water, which you can then purify and drink, so you don't need to go to a well. Put a collection thing underneath it to fill it up with water. And you don't need to put a flag up to build. It will just give you the warning that things are going to despawn after X amount of days. Oh, how far am I from housing in case I need to run? Be okay. Could be okay. Right, time to find cover. On me. Go. Yes, ammo and food is the only item to carry, and also with the gun on your shoulder, so that is clever. Yeah. I love base building. I really enjoy base building in DayZ. But it can be very easy. This makes it more of a challenge. You're making a choice. What are you up to now? Hi, Cheese. I'm running for cover because we've got a storm coming in. I've got the flag up in the base. I was moving back some storage. But I need to go and find somewhere to lie down. Basically. I'm still only running on basic gear. It's taken me an hour and a half to get a flag up. Nobody else on? Yeah, we've got people on. So there's 2 of us on at the moment on the server. But only because you can see that with pause break. And I've left that in on purpose. That's no different than people looking at BattleEye. Not BattleEye. DZSA and refreshing it every 2 seconds. But we had 6 on last night. 5 on, sorry, last night. Nice. The first day. After the storm, we'll run back, pick up our item and try and get it home. That's the aim. Might not work, but it's the aim. Did JLK make a base there once? Maybe. I've built in here before. It's a good place to build a base. The only downside is the flag. Flag can be seen outside the building wherever you put the flag in here. But you can build airlocks here really easily. Welcome back, chicken. So I put my flag in that corner. Use that as my secure room. This is my main room, and my airlocks through here. How I used to do it. Happy Christmas. Out to chicken and cheese. If you celebrate Christmas. I made myself a roast this morning. I had that 11 o'clock. I've cracked open a cider and I'm playing DAYZ. It's a perfect day. No, Cookie won't be on today. He's it's Cookie, Mrs. Cookie, and Baby Cookie, and it's Christmas Day. He's aiming to be on tomorrow, but will be on the PvP server we play, or the other server we play. Whereas I'm a singly, so I can choose what I do with my life and don't have a general, long-haired general telling me that I have to play family things on Christmas Day. Normally Cookie's on in normal times. Cookie plays and streams on Sunday nights, Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Friday nights is when he's normally in. And I'm normally in something apart from Wednesdays because I work Wednesday nights or Wednesday late. I work till 9:30 on a Wednesday normally. I just hunted a ram with my hunter's knife. Now I got meat. Well done, Endless. Sorry, catching up with chat. Yeah, there you go. So you chose to use your knife. You got meat. You could have fished. You're making choices. Not the easiest to surface though. It's not hard. It's just that little bit inventory space, lack of food, lack of supplies, lack of good weapons. All those little things we like to do to make life interesting. He's back on the PvP server right now. Yeah, the server that I normally play, obviously my main PvP is Frankie's. That's currently at 31 of 90. Quite impressive for Christmas Day. But I thought I'd do a stream today because it's Christmas and sometimes people want something to watch and people to interact with. And I certainly do. It's fun because you have to think before taking and the dreadful drop loot to choose. Yeah, Exactly. It's a different challenge, isn't it? Endless. Normally you can pick up nearly everything you find. Now you're having to go, do I really need that item? Is it something I really need? Am I going to use it? Or is it just being taken for fun? Do I need 2 knives? And when you find a sharpening stone, it's something that you prize on this server. But if you get a radio and do one of the missions, you can come away with an M4 and fully geared. Right, good opportunity to refill my vape, seeing we're in the middle of a storm. Did Santa bring you presents? I'm at the point in life where Santa tells me how much money I can spend on presents for myself. Made it. Excellent. And I was saying earlier that even getting an airdrop isn't going to get you overly geared. It's going to get you base building stuff. Quality of life things. I never thought I'd be playing and running around with a Ruger 2.2 and thinking I was geared. Too long would not normally be my choice of weapon. God, we have a long exposed walk to do. Or to get a repair bench home. But it's storage, or it's something that can be used later on to repair stuff. This is far too big to carry in any rucksack I own. That 0.2 will kill. That 0.22 will kill if in trouble. Exactly. I've seen people take out a deer with it. I've seen player kill with it. And on here, early game, it's doable. And because the level that people are on here with gear, actually, even just hurting someone can be enough for you to get out of trouble. I realise this is not ideal, but I also realise that I don't have a good rucksack and I have to get stuff home. So if you've got a radio now and you tune into 99.7, there will be a mission going down. One of 151 on the map. It will spawn in an objective. It'll give you something to do, somewhere to go. When you complete it, often you'll need to drop an item off, and once it's been dropped off, you'll get a reward. And then it'll despawn the bits and pieces, but the rewards are good rewards. You'll come away with like maybe an M4 with 2 mags, a set of MVGs, maybe plate. But getting a radio is hard going. Oh, for a rucksack. Say a freshie with a knife and hungry, most dangerous weapon on DAYZ. Yeah. I think as a freshie you don't care about dying, so you'll take more of a risk. As you get more geared, depending on the server you're playing. If you're playing on a server that lets you spawn at base, nobody cares. But if you're playing on a server that when you die you have to make your way back in and you might lose all that gear, you'll start to think about it differently. So there we are. 30 minutes away, a supply drop going into the dam. It's certainly worth doing. And the reason I've given a 30-minute timer on airdrops is because you might be the other end of the map. And we don't have cars on here, or planes, or helicopters, or skidoos, or horses. What else is there? Bicycles, boats, all that stuff. No. If I can get this home, then we'll make our way to the dam. Though then the problem comes of what do we pick up? Because we've got no storage space. And I don't think I'm putting any rucksacks on the airdrops. I think there might be a chance of a purple basic rucksack. A low chance. But it's mostly base building gear. So as well as streaming this, I am recording all the episodes that I play on here. So obviously the stream's going out live, but then it'll be released as a recorded series as well. For people like me that like to fall asleep at night watching YouTube videos. Now I've got to try and make it into Vakuta, dodging bloody zombies. This will be challenging. A message. Member of the team, Cookie, for the ones of you that know, sending me a Christmas message. I do that too, watching Running Man Z for the 6-hour stream. So the last 2 Kings of the Castle, I was in the same team as Running Man. But yeah, I fall asleep watching YouTube. So DAYZ for me was I came to it late. I watched Frankie for years thinking I love the look of that game, but I think I'm too old to start playing it because I'm late to the party. And one day I asked in one of his chats, was I at whatever age I was, 45, 46, too old? And they were like, everyone was like, no, give it a go, give it a go, give it a go. So, which is why I did. So, as of next month, I've been playing DAYZ 4 years. And I'm currently 4,000 hours in. Just over 4,000 hours in. I love the game. Really do. There's something about it, isn't there? Once you get your head around it, that's a very steep learning curve. Once you get your head around it and you start to, yeah. Prior to this is the first proper multiplayer game I'd ever played. In the old days, so back in the days of Counter-Strike, the very first one, and the first Unreal Tournament, showing my age, I used to play those badly. But this is the first time I'd really embraced a full-on multiplayer. I played MMOs, so I played Lord of the Rings Online, but that's not like this. Obviously, it's a PvE with instance of PvP if you do want to do it. But this was my first ever proper full-on PvP world. I'd played a little bit of Fallout Nuclear Winter when that was around, but not a massive amount. But this is where I've made my home. And my favourite map is Livonia. I think it always will be. I live in the UK in the southwest. Livonia reminds me of home. Now, will it let you climb with a box in your hands? About to find out. Need a rucksack to do this run. Namalsk is my favourite map, then DAYZ, then Namalsk, but DAYZ and get the better of you, but you always want more. Yeah, I flirt with other games. I always come back to DAYZ. DAYZ is an amazing map. Though I was playing Banoff a couple of weeks ago, and I'd never played that before, and I think that's certainly had possibilities. So this will be kitchen, and kitchen will be through there, but I need kitchen on there. Repair bench on here looks about right. So here's our first item. So repair bench, you put your items in there, and then it will help you repair things back. So yeah, sewing kit in there now. Don't think it will take EP. EP, yeah. perfectly lined, but that will do. Okay, we're a stage further forward. I don't think there's any storage on that one, is there? No. So, do we have any food to eat on us? No, we ate that earlier. Next stage, the dam. So, it's good, isn't it? Azili, yeah, how you pronounce it, is another map I found. I haven't played it yet. Really want to. All the stuff, our base building stuff looks like this. So it all looks realistic, and all sort of in fitting with the world we're playing in. And that's been done on purpose as well. I wanted a mod pack that felt right. Now I realise I might lose it, but that's damage, so I can't risk locking it again. Get that. And also, once you've got everything in there, you can repair using that repair bench clothing and items back to pristine, which I've done on purpose. Yeah. People that want to base build and want to put the time and effort in should be rewarded. Because not everybody wants to do endgame. Some people just want to find somewhere to live, build a base, and try and survive. So I didn't go for any of the normal base building or storage options. I went for something a little bit different that feels like it's made out of wood, that's got different uses out of it. I was saying the other night, I mean, I love DAYZ, don't get me wrong, I really do. And I normally, when I go off and flirt with a different game, it's normally Scum. Because I also love Scum. And I think that if I'd played Scum first, I probably wouldn't be a DAYZ player, I'd be a solo Scum player. When I need a break from DAYZ, I tend to go to Scum, play it for a month, and then come back to DAYZ, because it isn't DAYZ. But Scum, it's probably better for me in... It's so survival. Apart from the mechs. And one map. But I also, in the real world, I work with, at times, the military version of armor. So as part of my day job, I help to look after a software package that is used by the forces, which is the military version of armor. So it's like sometimes at work I am in DAYZ mode, so I get the best of both worlds then. Now you start to make mistakes, because I know I'm not good. Oh, my boots are fucked. How fucked are they? Okay. So I'm going to need boots. I'm going to need a fire soon. frozen again. And for me, the big mod on here that I love to have is the naming weapons correctly where they can. So the fact that this is not a Mini 2.2, it's a Ruger 1022 Sporter. Because that's what it's bloody called. Is how it should be. I've grown up around weapons. I work around weapons now. I like them to be named correctly. I'm a civilian that works for the military. So this is also my world. But I'm ex-army a long, long time ago. So again, the game fits into my world. This took me a long time to get here. I wish I'd played it from the beginning. I don't really know why I didn't, because I used to play Operation Flashpoint. And I used to play Armour a little bit. Why I didn't play DAYZ, I have no idea. Coming into nighttime again. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, so you've got to... All right. I love it. How you put it, you flirt with other games. Yeah, I tried Scum, but DAYZ was first. It's probably the game I will play. And then flirting with other games if this game hurts me. Yeah, that's how it is. You flirt with other games, but you come back to DAYZ. Yeah. That's how I see it. It's like being in a relationship and then you just you get caught flirting with a different game. And then you get told off and you go back and play DAYZ like you should have been. How dare you? How dare you flirt with other games? I feel sorry for my friends that want to game that was like, you come and join us in so-and-so game. Nah, no, it's not going to happen. I'm a DAYZ player. Lighter's got more oomph in it than mine. Flashbang. Okay. This will be an issue. Can't believe we've got a bloody mist in. So how are you finding Spring Namalsk? Are you enjoying it? Something different? find somewhere to lie up until it drops. I tried Ark. Yeah. Thought that was 2-2 not having the range that 2-2 does in the real world. Bugger. There's my first mistake. Yeah, I like it. Love the no snow effect, but still have the normal Namalsk elements. Yeah. So at the top of mountains, it doesn't really work. The grass is there and the snow is there, and it doesn't know quite how to do it. But I love it as well. I think it's a whole different. It's a map that we're all some of us are used to. I'm not used to. They're the purified ones. They're damaged. Are they purified? No. Need to purify. Damaged. Damn it. Lost my weapon now. Need to go into the water. Oh god, they're all in here. That was a mistake. I'm dead. I died already once, but now I am set. There we go. That went. I start again. Yeah, spring Namalsk is a different challenge, different way of thinking. And we've still got it in December, temperatures, we've still got all the horrible stuff. But you can hide a little bit better. Yeah, I've forgotten, because I don't play it enough. But I know now. The learning phase. The ammo. Better than what I'm wearing. Just. does. Matches. Storage. Heat. Now we need an... Oh, I lost my pliers. Yeah, and I made it last 20 seconds, so I could choose the amount of time. I thought 20 seconds was a fair amount. I didn't want it to be instant, but I didn't want it to take too long. So 20 seconds of ripping something up was just about right. Those boats are shit. Need a knife. We need to fish. We need to eat. We need to drink. We need to hit that military and gear up. We need a bloody map. We can get rid of that stupid marker we don't want. And there's the airdrop. Spade more useful now as sledgehammers at the moment. But just have the sledgehammer. One slot, all rags. I'll have the rags, thank you very much. Now I need, I've got hand, I need face, head. Who to start with? Up. Now I just need to find a rock. Water. That one. Eagle mag will take at the moment. Don't need to protect the case. Don't need that. Any ammo in the weapon? No. Sometimes they do spawn in on here with 1 round or 2 rounds inside. Oh. Oh. Now what do you do? Bloody server owner, that's not fair. Yeah, scripted. Again, bloody server owner. I need a rucksack or anything that lets me carry a code lock. That'll do if I'm finding a piece of rope, but I need food more importantly. That's better than that. That, as much as it's useful, is that knife is more useful to me. So, if I'm sensible, that there at the moment. This is DAYZ. I realise that sea chests last longer than some other things. Now, I realise it might not be there when I come back to pick it up at a later date, but yeah, rags make a rope. 6 rags plus 6 rags combined will turn into rope. Yeah. And then if you get burlap sack and put the two together, that'll make it into a basic bag. And then if you get 3 short sticks and combine it with the basic bag that's not got anything inside it, it will turn it into a better bag. Sorry, I forget that I play this all the time and live in this world. Lighter pristine over matches that were damaged. Yeah, every time. Right, I need rope. Not a welding mask. Didn't need that. Got a knife now, so I'll take the axe over. Yeah, so burlap sack is what you need. I think we've done this place, haven't we? We'll drink, apart from that one. Yeah, so 6 rags plus 6 rags equal 1 piece of rope. Rope plus burlap sack gives you a burlap slingback thing. Add 3 sticks to it, or 2 or 3 sticks, short sticks. That'll turn it into a small survival rucksack, which you can then attach the other items like a radio to and a glow stick. And you get a bit more storage, and it's green. Do the same with a pelt. If you get some leather and mix it with the lime and then a leather sewing kit, you can turn it into a rucksack. Bad installation, low installation. Low, bad is better than low, I believe. No, needs a storage more than I need the belief. And then with the rope, obviously you can turn that then into a fishing kit if you need it, or rucksack, or base building stuff, or a belt. Or you can tie people up. Or... five. First lot done, but I need a face covering more at the moment, so unfortunately face wrapping gets built first. And that gets purified because we're about to hit military. I've disinfected. 2 rounds of 2-2. damaged. Ah. Bugger. Okay. That's needed. That's not needed. That is needed, but it's not needed. That's more important. That. We take one. That's the best we're going to do. That we need to purify again. Go on, pick the frag. Need some heat. Need that buff. Right then, I think I will end the stream there. coming up to 2 hours 43, so 45 time I finish. I might be back on this evening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for coming onto the server. Endless. Massively, massively appreciated. And I will be back again probably later and certainly tomorrow. I will see you all again soon, guys. Thank you for spending your Christmas day with me.